do something a little different this time. I'm going to jump right in there and talk to Walt. He's been on hold, and we want to see what he's got for us. Hey, Walt, welcome to the CNC Auto Show. What can we help you with?
Yeah, I recently bought from Carvana a 2015 GMC Sierra. It only had 20,000 miles on it, so that's why I bought it. But I, like a fool, never checked the oil in it after I got it. I've had it for about 3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
The other day I popped the hood and checked the oil, and it's way over full.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't driven it or started it since. I thought about that this morning. I have been smelling antifreeze inside the cab while driving for, since I've got it. I had it to the GMC dealer, and they said that was because the catalytic converter was plugged up, and they replaced it on the warranty. But I kind of knew that had nothing to do with it. I just started thinking this morning: could it be the antifreeze is leaked into the oil pan?
There is a possibility. It would be very rare that would happen on that later model vehicle, but you do want to be absolutely sure. Did you receive any records of saying that the oil had been changed and when it was changed, and had the vehicle been through its regular checklist, a good inspection process like a 28 or a 32-point inspection?
No, I did not. It does not. I don't believe that happens with Carvana, because some of the things I found wrong certainly would have been caught.
Yeah, I believe I would go ahead and have a good, unbiased inspection. I would go a auto repair shop that you trust, and let them know that you just bought the vehicle, and you would like to. If you don't know when the oil was changed, I would go ahead and have it changed anyway. And in doing that, ask them to look very closely at the old oil that comes out, and tell them to see if anything looks like it could be water or something other than oil that comes out through the drain plug. There's a chance that somebody just overfilled it, and that does happen, and I don't like it. Overfilled is as bad as underfilled. And the reason why...
That's what I've heard.
Well, absolutely true. Transmission and engine, the same, and brake fluid, all of those need to be where they're supposed to be, not below, not above. But the reason on oil and transmission fluid, when they get overfilled, what happens is they expand, especially transmission fluid expands more, but they expand, and when they do, they are touching some of the fast-moving parts, and that creates a foam, and then foam does not lubricate like oil, and it don't lubricate like transmission fluid. So, of course, you get accelerated wear that you may not know right then, but you know later. So the level needs to be what it should be anyway, and plus you need a baseline. You need to have something to say, I know where my oil's at, I know the oil has been replaced, and I know it's at the full mark right now. And then I would go ahead and check it about every 500 to 1,000 miles after that. And keep an eye, because if it's going down, you want to know it as quickly as possible. If it's going up, you want to know it as quickly as possible. And also you want to keep an eye on your coolant the same way, and make sure that it don't go down. And with that, you may get some idea if there's a problem there, because how long did you say you've had the vehicle?
Maybe a month now.
Yeah, and you want to catch that. Carvana's a good company, so there's no doubt if you have a problem, you would have some recourse, but knowing the problem fast will help you.
Yeah, they give you 100 days of a warranty. So
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure this out before my 100 days is up.
I would go ahead and have the inspection on the car run first, on the whole vehicle, not only change the oil, but also check the whole vehicle over, make sure everything's in good shape. And then I would go ahead, if there's any doubt whatsoever, way before that 100 days is up, I would go ahead and file that you have that concern, so that it will be on record that you did mention that you may have a problem.
And I got an idea about your antifreeze.
Uh-huh.
whenever I buy a used car, Walt, I go to that overflow tank when the car's stone cold at the place that I put it every day, and when it's cold, first thing in the morning, I'll take a pencil and I'll make a little dash mark right at the level of that coolant. And if you keep the car at the same place every day, you can watch that along with the engine oil dipstick and see if that changes, because that you should, my experience, see in the near term no movement on that. And if that's going down, then you know you're losing it. And you said before you were smelling it, so unlikely it would be a heater core at this point. That's probably a fragrance coming through the air intake for the cooling system. But still, if it is a heater core, have you ever noticed that little rainbow filmy look on the inside of the windshield when you look through it?
No.
Oh, good.
But I haven't had the heat on. It's been 100 degrees.
Well, it could still make its way through the same ductwork. Yeah.
Okay.
But I believe that inspection will be a good thing, and find out if any of those fluids are moving. And what Jim mentioned as far as the marking the jug would be a good way to do that, because you do want to check it at about the same temperature every day, which room temperature is going to be pretty close every day.
Yep.
So just or at least within 5 or 10 degrees in most cases. So that's the route I would go, and go ahead and write the things down that you're looking at now that it was overfilled, and you're just checking it. That way you'll be able to look back and remember all the details. High probability you're going to be fine, but I think you're very wise to be cautious on this, because cars now, I mean, it used to be you'd be talking if something went wrong, $800, $2,000 to do an engine or engine repair. But some of these engines I'm seeing now, you're getting into $8,000, $10,000, $12,000. So it's something that you definitely want to pay attention to, and be sure that everything is okay as early as you can.
Good idea.
Hey, that was a great call, and I appreciate that, and I hope everything works out real good with that, because those are great trucks.
All right.
Okay. Hey, thank you. Have a great day.
And you were talking about modernizing
You too.
new technology. That's a new way to get a car these days, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, that's something that we can mention there. Not only the process of not only the technology on the vehicles has changed, but also the process of purchasing vehicles has changed, because many vehicles now, you go to the dealership and you look at pictures, or you may look at a vehicle a little bit like what you're looking for, but many times if you want the vehicle, you have to order the vehicle.
If he finds his radiators going down slowly, and once he's out of warranty and no longer has an obligation with his seller, it's a candidate for K-Seal. That will stop a small leak. I put some in my car over 2 years ago, and it hasn't leaked yet. So he can stay tuned for that. Hopefully his pencil mark always stays right.
Absolutely.